Howdy friends, welcome back to the House of Tunnel. My name is Wes Lee. I'm a professional bandage repair technician. I started a YouTube channel to show what my life is like in the trades. I appreciate you stopping by the shop today. Gonna start in on a new series, restoration series. Got an old Trumpet here. That's all I know about it. It's real old, looks like it was stored in a barn. Customer brought it, it's got a lot of sentimental value, thought the horn was gone forever, then it turned up. It's been in my shop for quite a while now. Almost every other day I've been putting penetrating oil on it, heating it up, can't get anything to move. So it's time to start getting aggressive. That's where we're going to jump in today. Let's go. So we've got this cool old piece. Everything is stuck. There is no true receiver. It's almost like a French horn kind of a collar, and then there's a sleeve. This is not, but it looks like the mouthpiece goes directly into the mouth pipe. Very interesting. All of the slides are extremely stuck. It's bent. The pistons do not move. This one you can get it to, if you push real hard, you can get it to go down, and it will eventually on its own, it will over time creep back up. Got some severe dents and bends. The casing brace is pulled away. I have not been able to make out what this logo says. This is what I demonstrated to the customer of the finish that was underneath. There's like a glass bead kind of a finish. Problems of note, somewhere along the line, someone tried to be very aggressive and really messed up the main tuning slide pipe. Our customer wants this to be functional and wants it for display. So we're going to get it all pulled apart. We're going to clean it, polish it, get the dents out of it. We're going to do all the normal things to it. I'm not going to be fabricating a new crook for this. They're okay with the way this is. But we do need to get it all functional. So I thought this would be a fun one for us to do. It's extremely narrow. Once I can read the logo on it, I'm going to start doing some research on it. So that's where we're at. And these are the tools that I'm using. This is an old Regal drumstick that I have whittled down so that it fits properly between these ports, will not hurt the brass at all. This is pretty soft wood. So we're going to start with getting the valve slides out, and then we're going to have to get extreme on the main tuning slide. So I'm going to start with this one. The tapping that I'm doing, I'm trying to set up a vibration. So I'm only bouncing the rawhide. There it comes, starting to move. Got it free. What I like to do is put my belly up against the horn so I'm not going to knock it off the mandrel. I'm going to do that same, oh yeah. Got it. And then we'll do well, that number 2 really does not There we go. You can see how the penetrating oil is creeped in. And you can also see how no damage to the crook. I love doing this. I love making these shapes. No problems. I did make a thermoplastic form, and we will give it a shot, but I do not believe so I have done the thermoplastic form. I have heated. I put penetrating oil down from the mouthpiece, let it run down, heat it all back up. I've been doing this for months. And it's just not moving. I could pull the most extreme thing I can do is pull the outer tuning slide legs and heat them very hot and then quench it, and I could probably get it to move, but I don't want to disassemble the horn that much. I will give it a couple more taps, but it's just not moving. I am going to leave the pistons and caps in for now. I'm going to remove the tuning slide crook. I want to take the main tuning slide, but I want to leave the ferrules on the inner tuning slide. So I'm going to heat the back side of the ferrules and take this crook at one time. I'm using a parallel rounded plier to grab. That way I won't crush the tube. The sound, the whooshing sound you hear in the background, and you probably see it on the side of the frame. This is the air filter. I may end up losing this water key. I did, I lost the water key. There we go. There's lots of buildup in these tubes. So our next trick, we could use a plug, but it's so close to the bell. So I like to take an old trumpet mouthpiece, and I can see where that's gonna go in. Now I've got plenty of room to work. I'm gonna clean these joints where the main tuning slide was. I'm gonna flux. This is what I use. Now I'm gonna leave my mouthpiece pulled out. The weight of the brass of the mouthpiece is going to act as a heat sink. So I'm actually going to put a layer of tinning solder And now, and that's it. Now we're just going to wait. We're going to let this completely cool off. So I'm running, this is Ames 50/50 solder, Harris Stay Clean, Flux, old dead mouthpiece. We wait, we let this air cool, and we'll check back in a few minutes. Now, we're going to give a twisting motion. It's just going to be just a little bit, just a little bit. And then I don't know if it'll come through my mic, but the brass is going to go tink. And when it makes that tink sound, and then it starts to you know you won. So you just start, it's just, oh, did you see it? It went boom. We just won on that tube. There it is. We slide it down. Let's be careful not to hit the bell rim on the vise. In fact, I bet I can turn this by hand now. Yep. There we go. Got it. Now we got to get this mouthpiece off of here, put it onto the top tube. Excellent. I'm heating the mouthpiece instead of the tube. Flux apart. Flux my mouthpiece. Good and shiny layer of tinning. Run that in. I'm going to flow a little more solder into that joint. Let it air cool. Get it lined up in our jaws. My goodness. Have to be careful in your rotating. You're just flexing it. Don't let it get away from you. Keeping an eye on everything. You know, we have this broken brace that's down here, so the things that are holding it together are this brace and this brace. So I'm really, there it goes. Can you hear it? There it is. Love that trick, man. Love that trick. Okay. Just careful to draw back. I don't want to get the bell to catch on these sides. My clearance is good. I can rotate it out. There it comes. Uh-oh. And that was why I liked using the mouthpiece right there at the end. It's almost touching, and then we come free. That trick is a great trick to have in the toolbox. Okay. Once again, I'm just tapping, not hard. Tapping around, there it goes. It's the quantity. It's setting up that vibration. I'm pushing my finger against, so I'm trying to loosen the cap as I'm going. There it goes. Yep. We're good to pull the caps off. Okay, so it's bottom sprung. This is another tool that I made. I've just made these to a couple of different sizes of the piston itself. You don't want to be, let's get one pushed out so I can show you. Let's see, undo that bottom valve cap. Okay. You want this to be equal to the outer diameter. You do not want to be, well, that one's pretty close too, but you don't want to be inside. You don't want to push against the baluster. You don't want anything to be inside like this. That's bad. You're going to flare out the bottom of the piston. You want any kind of a punch tool to be the size of the piston so that you do not harm said piston. Okay. Push these out. Yep. There we go. While we're taking things apart, we're going to go ahead and knock this brace out of here. This will be a silver solder joint to repair that. It's just on the bell side, so it should go pretty quick. I'm just going to hold on to this. Yep, that's all it is. You can see it was broken away. Really wasn't soldered to begin with. Over here, this is just dirt and corroded metal. This is the only part that was actually holding the solder joint. Should be able to get a better shot of that. So I was just turning the horn over to wrap up the video, and this came out. This is a piece of an acorn from an oak tree. I've got oak trees outside. The acorns are falling now. I'll be right back. This is a fresh acorn that has fallen outside the shop. This is one that has sprouted. Look down the mouth pipe. You can see where the tree was sprouted against the mouth pipe right there. It was wedged in and there's still some left. I've also got to repair this flat spot on the receiver. Oh, there you can see it. Oh my goodness. It had an oak tree growing in it. That's something you don't see every day. How about that? An acorn, an oak tree growing in this trumpet. That's something. That's the procedure for a horn that is really stuck together without burning off the finish, without causing any further damage. So that's this episode, the teardown. Pretty extreme. Next time, we'll get it cleaned up. See what we're really working with then. All right. Thanks everybody for the support. See you next time. This is Wes Lee signing out.